Good afternoon, guys. Again, my name is Constance Washington, and I'm here today to tell my story of how North Carolina, Chowan County, the Superior Court, Division of Deputy Chief Clerk, Wendy Turner, helped the attorney, John P. Marshall, put a default judgment on my land. I'm going to show proof of everything, and I'm going to have receipts. I'm going to show emails. I'm going to upload everything because people do make stuff up and people do lie. And my civil rights, y'all, was violated on every angle, and I'm going to prove it to you. So before I get started, I want to ask everyone on my platform today to please share my story. And ask everyone that you know to please share my story. I need to get this out. I'm going to fight. I am going to continue fighting. I'm never going to give up. I will be unlived. And I'm saying it like that for purposes of the video. I don't want to take it down. I will be unlive before I allow these people to make me fold. They are stealing our land in North Carolina. They was doing it before, and they still doing it now. I'm a black mother. I'm a black woman. I'm a mother. I have 10 children. I come from Brooklyn. So there was a white man, in North Carolina from the South that placed the wrong house on my property. And because I wouldn't pay for it. I refused to pay for it because he felt like he was giving me what he wanted me to have, not what I paid for. He was giving me what he wanted me to have. I asked them to move the house. It's not the right house. And because I wouldn't pay for the house, they worked together, them little towns, everybody family, everybody friends, everybody neighbors, they worked together to put a default judgment on my land. I am still confused of how these people is still in my land because I refuse to pay for the wrong house that they put on my property. I just, I'm still confused. But again, this was a white man. I'm a black woman. And guys, let me tell you, I tried to work with Downey's Homes. I signed 3 different contracts and they still would not. They still refused to fix the problem. And I'm going to show the emails of how they promised they was going to fix it. They never fixed the problem. And they just did this to make time go by. Because as you guys know, in the civil lawsuit, there is time frames for everything. Me being a clerk, they didn't know I was a clerk, of course. So me being a clerk, I knew that there was a time frame that I had to do everything. So I couldn't find a lawyer. He said I wasn't going to find a lawyer, and I couldn't find a lawyer. And I had to. I started my complaint on my own as a pro se litigant, and there was a lot of errors and defects. So the only righteous right judge, the judge in Passatank County, he dismissed my complaint without prejudice and told me to find a lawyer and come back. So that's what I did. So I'm a clerk, like I said myself. So I knew. I said, oh, something is wrong. This is bullshit. I knew there was bullshit, So the clerk in Chowan County worked with the attorney to put my land in default judgment. Like I said, they said I didn't file an answer. I filed the answer. Matter of fact, I found a 27-page answer. And she, the same clerk, that told me, oh, you don't got to file no answer, ma'am. You in litigation somewhere else. That's the same clerk that mysteriously my 26-page answer disappeared out of my folder. And then I emailed her boss, her supervisor, and I told her supervisor that she was working with the attorney. Something ain't right. I knew bullshit when I seen it, and mysteriously, I'm gonna show y'all the emails. He found my answer, and I got the email, and I'm gonna show you guys. He found my answer, but it was too late. I was already in default judgment. She put my land in default judgment and said that I didn't answer. I answered, and I proved that I answered, and my land is still in default judgment. Guys, white supremacy didn't stop. It didn't go away. It's just disguisable now. They took off the white sheets and they put on the suits and ties and the robes, especially with these elected judges. The same attorney that's running in and out of their courtroom, working in their courtroom, is the same attorney that put them in office. It's the same attorneys and stuff that, got them votes. And they the same attorney that's sponsoring them. I'm telling you, they are dirty. You know what I'm saying? They are real, real dirty. It's time to call in favors. I got you in office. help me with this person. I'm from New York. I can't sponsor him, and I can't sponsor the judges, and I can't get the judges' votes and stuff. So of course, and I know there is no law against the attorney and the judges being family and friends and all that stuff, but let me tell you something, down south, it's still happening. These people is still in our land, y'all. And again, that's why there's such a thing called Court of Appeals. Anyone who I'm telling you, y'all, listen to me. Anybody out there who have a case or have had a case in Chowan County, you better put it in appeals. Them people are dirty. You hear me? They are dirty. They are working with each other's. I'm telling you guys, they are dirty. They are still in our land. And the sad part about it is they getting away with it. They're getting away with it. Nobody won't hear the case. I done contact the Attorney General's office. I contact everybody. I've been writing letters. I've been writing everything. These people down these homes of Elizabeth City, the owner is Jeff Jones. I'm sure you guys, y'all been following me with my story. They put the wrong house on my land. And I've signed 3 contracts, and they kept saying they're going to fix it. The house was smaller. It don't accommodate my family. They're going to fix it. They're going to make the house bigger and better. And each time when I went to go look to see if they fix it, it wasn't fixed. Instead, they kept trying to offer me money. But the amount of money that they was offering me it can't do nothing for me. For example, the contractor to build the extra bedrooms upstairs was going to cost me over $90,000. These mother effers going to ask me, try to give me an offer for $16,000, try to give me an offer for $50,000, but then they was charging me the same price for the house, and it wasn't the house. So what they doing, y'all, is because I wouldn't pay for the house, they putting my land in default judgment. They trying to steal my land away from me. Matter of fact, my land is already in default judgment. I'm putting in an appeal. I'm going to sue. I am going to sue them. I'm going to fight. I'm going to keep on fighting. But again, it's a little town out there. Edenton, is where I bought the property. So I had to go to Chowan County to do the lawsuit. It's a little town out there, y'all. They all family. They all friends. And people say, oh, it's not a racist thing. It is a racist thing. Because if I was a white woman, they wouldn't have did this to me. But because I'm a black woman, they did this to me. They talked down on me. Miss Washington, it's a nice house. What more do you want? And I know what it is to eat collard greens and oxtails. And I was raised by a black woman, and all this, and over my dead body, you getting in that house. Let me tell y'all something. I am asking. I am begging. And like he said, you ain't gonna do nothing but rack up a whole bunch of attorney fees, and you ain't gonna find no attorneys in this part. He's right. My attorney comes from 5 hours away. Even my attorney was like, whoa, I've never seen nothing like this before. I done been to 4 different counties. Pitt County, this county, that. They sent me to court on Columbus Day when all the courts was closed, so that elected judge can put a default judgment on they all working together, y'all. And I'm asking the government to look into this case. I have proof. I have paperwork to prove it. But of course, it's a white man. The judges is white. The lawyers is white. The attorneys is white. The clerk is white. And they all working together. They all family, friends, and neighbors. That attorney told me, I've been working in this courtroom for 30 years. I'm sure he was. And I'm a black woman from Brooklyn, New York. So therefore, they are so racist. I cannot even imagine, y'all, what our ancestors went through. I felt like I stepped into their life. These people is dirty. And I'm begging you guys, please share my story. Tell my story. I am looking for help. I need a civil rights attorney. I need an attorney that is not afraid of them. My attorney acts like he's scared to death. I guess he is because he's from North Carolina, and he probably know that if he win this case, he probably won't win another case nowhere else. They are dirty, y'all. North Carolina, Chowan County, Superior Court, they are dirty. So I'm asking everybody to please share my story. Please share my story, and I'm going to keep fighting. I'm never going to stop fighting, and I'm going to keep you guys updated to how dirty these people is and what's going on. Thank you.